understand the fairy kingdom also, which is nothing but the ancestors taking different shapes and forms. Get that particular movie.
Forget about the war, Bobby.
Huh?
Don't forget about the war.
No, I'm not forgetting about the war, man.
I'm just saying what I'm hearing whispering.
But I'm just trying to give you, cover some things and stuff. I don't want to leave without giving you some things that that you need to deal with. Now, let's see here. A couple of other things I'm going to get into. I'm going to get into 2 points here. I want to get into 2 points here. Let's see. I'm just trying to cover some stuff. Yeah, now let's go into this particular aspect, and then we can go into the final phase of what we want to deal with. And that is the Holy Guardian Angel. This is an out-of-print book. I'm trying to think of some book that would have this. The Holy Guardian Angel it would be in the Sexual Alchemy book by Donald Tyson, would talk about it. And I'm trying to think if there's some other stuff. But the Holy Guardian Angel is one's higher self. Each person comes with a higher spiritual aspect of themselves that's going to bring you to your high level. Usually the Holy Guardian Angel is going to visit you in a sexual context. So, a lot of sisters get a little turned off when I start talking about sex, and they figure they ain't got no man or something. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This has got something to do with a spiritual entity coming and stuff like this. Now, sisters all across America and I talked about this the last time I was here. Sisters all across America is experiencing this sexual lover. And I talked about this the last time as far as the secret lover. Each of us has a secret lover, a lover who awaits behind the erotic dreams and flood our images during sexual arousal in sleep. A dream lover disguises as an individual whom we fall in love. So in this particular case, for the brothers, it's going to be somebody female. And for the sisters, it's going to be somebody male, okay? You know what I'm saying? For whom we fall in love. An ideal lover who has adored us since the beginning of our individual existence, and who will never abandon us until the instant we merge with our being in absolute Godhead. We momentarily feel the embrace of the secret lover in the ecstasy of orgasm. That's what the secret lover is. And in the moments of rapture, when the beauty of music, that's what I'm talking about, that music, dance, that's why they shut down the fucking club the other day and had that shit happen in Chicago because they don't want you out partying. So music, dance, and the visual art of nature overwhelms us. We feel these secret lover. Whenever we experience a broken heart, it is often because another individual has not lived up to the perfection of our secret lover. So this means, sisters, you're not going to find utopia in us. Get the motherfucking shit up. It ain't happening. But then again, on the other hand, brothers, don't look for her to make you happy. You see what I'm saying? This shit ain't happening. You hear that again? We experience a broken heart. When we experience a broken heart, it is often because the individual has not lived up to the perfection of our secret lover. For this reason, sexual experiences are often better in the imagination or the memory than it actually is, because in our imagination, the secret lover is nearest to us. Personal relationships will always be somewhat disappointing to us because in truth, there can never be a relationship that matches the one which we have with our secret lover. So you're looking for the wrong shit in the physical person to bring you what you're looking for, that thing that the sister is also looking for. You can't find the shit. You can't find it. And I'm going to show you something also, too, because there's certain things happen. It's in the back of your mind. You just don't say it. But it's still in the back of your mind right now. I'll tell you in a minute. And there's a reason for this, but there is a way out. So now, it is the secret standard by which everything else is measured. The irony is that most of us are not aware of our secret lover. Surrender to the secret lover is the central theme in every religious doctrine, and yet the practice of the world's so-called great religions tend to dilute and deflect or deter the individual from the genuine personal experience. We're talking about that particular secret lover. Now, what is going on is this. In order for you to go to the higher level, each and every one of us are going to have to come in contact with a secret lover. Every last one of us is going to have to come in contact with a secret lover. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm telling you, so when the shit start to going, you won't be all fucked up in the head. Because it's going to happen. You're going to come in contact with the secret lover anyway. That's called a holy guardian angel or the Agos Damien. So, all of you are going to come in contact with that. Now, the secret lover is an entity that will come and have union with you, both male and female. And as a result, it will raise your spiritual energy back to the Godhead. That's your Holy Ghost. It's the whole Jesus concept, but it's the concept of what the ancient mysteries are actually talking about. You see what I'm saying? Or what that's actually talking about. You know, that particular secret lover. And in return, there's energies that's in you that's going to help the secret lover raise itself up. So it's a marriage of the sun and the moon. You see what I'm saying? If you are earthly moon, you'll be married to the sun. If you're earthly sun, you'll be married to the moon. We're talking about male and female. You see? And that's what the secret lover is. Now, I'll get back to that in a minute so you can understand what's going on. All right. In this book, Flying Serpents and Dragons, the story of man's reptilian past by R.A. Boulay. In this particular book, it somewhat indicates what most ancient people knew. Most ancient people knew in the remote history that we came from a bunch of monstrous titanic beings. But they also knew that in the end, these monstrous and titanic beings would return, and that monster and titanic being was the one that was worshipped as the Christ. It just as civilization went on, the authors pruned the powers of the monstrous being down to fit a human mamby-pamby form. The last result is what you get is some asexual, androgynous Jesus Christ. You see. But in so many words, the ancient mythology talked about this ravenous dragon, serpent, lion-teen being coming back, a monstrous being coming back, is what it talked about. you know, that would come in the end. Now, we said we had, and I'm going to try to spell these things, because these are the entities that you need to start dealing with. Let me get the pen, right? When you spell these things out, try to spell it the best way. Well, the good part about it, since these are beings that didn't come to, and it came to black folks, so Ebonics is the standard. But this shit, now where's the dog?
I think it's in the book, in those books up there.
It is?
Yeah, I think it's in
I'm looking for the dog. Yeah. Oh, it is? So we put it in there or something? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So let's try to spell these names. These are going to be the entities. Now, for the people that wasn't here yesterday, what I'm trying to tell you is this. These entities are not entities that I made up. These are, let me give you the history on this shit so that you know what's going on here. Let me give you the history on this. The reason why Aleister Crowley was celebrated was that he, for the first time in modern history, tapped in to some entities that wasn't of the older entities. I don't know what. Let's have to dry this off real good. I gotta get some. Wasn't of the same older entities that we had since the beginning of ancient history. This entity, Awas, was one of the first entities that came that was a part of a new world entity, but was still an extension of the ancient Egyptian system of the Book of the Dead. So they celebrated that because they knew that whoever came up and came in contact with some new entities, they knew that those particular people would actually be able to make contact with the future source and the center of powers that's needed to catapult the planet into the world to come. So they gave him Awas in 1907. In 1907. And so now, this is the deal. So, ever since then, the occult world was looking for these new entities to come. Until when they went for 90 years, in 90 years, or most of the 20th century, with all their occult findings, with all their occult knowledge, they could not have a breakthrough. A breakthrough is try to break through to the outer gateways and make contact with those particular entities that used to be in the primal worlds prior to creation, but making contact with some entities that would transform themselves from the original state to an alchemical higher state. So they knew the formula that these particular gods, although the ancient ones would name them Horus, Osiris, Aset, and these different names, they knew when these entities came back, they would have new names to mean that they would be alchemically transformed from the older state and from which they fell in the beginning. Okay? So, they've been looking for breakthroughs, and when they couldn't find the breakthroughs, that is when Mark Hetzel, in his book, The Zelator, announced that we need to start looking into black Masonic groups. You know, and that's because they were saying some type of black Masonic group because they figured that they didn't know that we were studying the occult, so they figured the only thing that would come close was a Masonic group. They didn't understand that them the biggest jokes in the goddamn world is the black Masonic groups. And ain't hit the damn look at a snake, drinking, looking, driving cab. You know. And, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you know, that's a joke. You know. But they was, you know, but they were looking for certain groups like that. So the first thing happened was, in 1990, in 2000, some white boys stepped to me in Atlanta, was like, yo, man, we got an occult war going on. An occult war going on in the factions with different occult groups in the white world fighting against each other. I all stepped up and told them that they're going to look up and going to be some brothers running this shit. And all. So the brother was trying to endear me so that I could somehow say, yo, brother, yeah, let's get together. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. Huh?
Brother meaning a white person?
No, when I say this, it was a white boy, you know, that was trying to endear me so I could get together. I'm like, yeah, okay. See you later. But anyway, they even stepped to one a brother that just graduated from FAMU that's doing a little bit of studying. They stepped to him this year and wanted him to come in. Well, we need you to come and do some research with us. So he was all happy about that shit. I'm like, man, they ain't trying to get no research like you trying to learn some shit. They're trying to get research because they need a breakthrough. They're at a standstill. They are dead. And they want you to get some research so they can use your energy. I say, first they tried to do it with their own people, their own younger crew in the college, in the collegiate level in the early 90s. That's when all these metaphysical books started coming to Barnes and Nobles and Borders. That was for their children to get a hand on this stuff and try to get further research and to try to save them. But then their children couldn't do it. And that means the shit was coming out of the motherfucking hood, which was the most shit that they regretted of this shit coming from the straight up hood. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the hoochie mamas. So they regretted that shit, you know. That's their worst fear. So that's why they were trying to endear us in the Bill Clinton told the whole Scottish Rite Freemasonry and let a whole bunch of brothers in to other levels. You see, still trying to get us up in there to get the energy, and they start opening this shit up. You see what I'm saying? But what they didn't realize is not no handkerchief head niggas, you know what I'm saying? Especially the black Masons. That's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Any black Masons in here want to challenge me on that shit? That your shit ain't bullshit? About a motherfucker up in here, Mason right now, that want to challenge me to say that you know anything about what the fuck I'm talking about? You know that's some bullshit. I know y'all was guilty of keeping your little secrets and shit. You should have taught that shit to your goddamn daughter. As soon as you learn that bullshit from some Prince Hall bullshit, you know, that stuff, you taught that to your daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the Dr. Ben thing. You know, I was in the Dr. Ben thing. That was a nice gesture. That was cute. You know what I'm saying? And all that was cute and shit, you know. And I respect him for trying to take the shit and making it, trying to make the Prince Hall thing into the whole Kemetic thing and all. But it was romanticism than it was any damn thing and all. Because even that ain't no fucking esoteric knowledge and shit with the Dr. Ben thing. He did a good job, you know. Trying to take that and turn it into the whatchamacallit and all. And that works for him and stuff like that and all. I was a part of that and stuff like that and all, you know. But, you know, I'm talking about the real deal shit, though, you know.
Bobby,
So that was a nice aspect on the historical aspect.
Didn't some of the like Masonic lodges use sisters and use some of their energy?
Yeah, well, everybody been using sisters except black people. You know, hell, the Sisters of the Golden Dawn, there's all type OTO, all of them, all the white ones have sisters. You see what I'm saying? Have sisters and stuff like that, no. Because most of them understand it would be tantric organizations. You see what I'm saying at all? Because they understood the real deal knowledge of, because they got the stuff from the Moors. They knew it was going to be sisters. You see what I'm saying? And all that kind of stuff. That's why me now, don't come with me with no kind of bullshit ain't got no sisters in it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, shit, just give me the guy. Well, fuck it. You go on and be with the men. Just give me all of that damn sister shit. You know what I'm saying? Let them kill me, stake me to the damn, string me out and have a whole bunch of sisters parading around me and stake me to the floor, chain my motherfucking ass to blind folks. As long as it's a goddamn sister doing this shit, handcuff me and shit. You know, we do all that shit. I'd be dying happy. So, we're talking about 10 entities. Okay, let's deal with this. Let's write these down. Okay, these are the 10 entities. Okay, we're going to deal with, let's see what we're going to deal with. Let's see here. Now I'm going to have to get the new ones. These are the old ones. I'm going to have to get the new ones. We're going to still put Zarabanda as the gateway. We're going to put Zarabanda as the gateway. We're going to put Zarabanda as the gateway. Okay, now, does anybody, you plan on getting the tape, so anybody needs some damn paper? You see what I'm saying? Because this is some serious fucking shit. You know, so y'all need to be writing some shit down. You know what I'm saying? For the mere fact you paid how much you paid to get up in here? $10 goddamn dollars. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need some fucking paper and stuff. Don't be timid. You be writing this shit down. Because you can't find this in no book. Especially if you're trying to get me to spell, you know you gotta be writing some shit down.
Anybody need pen, pencil, paper? We in the school.
So what we got here is, what we have here is, these are Zarabanda. Now Zarabanda comes with 10 original deities. So I put those down too. You can deal with those too. 10 original deities. There's Zarabanda. There's 11 in all. Zarabanda makes the 11. That's the gateway. So we'll deal with the original one first. One reason why this didn't come across the Atlantic, and they've been holding on to this, because of this right here. They can see it. Y'all blind? Y'all can't see this? Okay. El Cristo Negro. El Cristo Negro. Which means the crucified black Christ. So they couldn't bring this to this world. You see what I'm saying? Because it's got it right there. It's the crucified black Christ. El Cristo Negro. You see. Just write these down right quick.
That's all one word, right?
Well, El Cristo Negro. 3 words.
Oh, okay.
That's because it was in that world, in the Hispanic world. Preserved in the Hispanic world. Get this right.
Is it Spiritus or Spiritus?
Los Espíritus Intranquilos. Los, hold on. That's a P right there, yeah. Los Espíritus Intranquilos. Let's see here. No, they're on a black background. You don't have to get technical with it. That's all the shit that they do to get you to buy books. These motherfuckers know who they are. They know what color they are. They come off of a black background. This is their signatures. Black and white. That's it. These are night side shits here. You know, that's a lot of that's new age shit to get you to buy books. The corresponding colors and all of that. You see. This is from the damn graveyard shit right here. You know, some Halloween shit. Some ghouls and goblins. Well, you need to be going to El Cristo Rey, because that's a form of El Cristo Negro. Yeah. You need to be going to El Cristo Rey. Some bad shit. And you're going to find out why they don't have a mother. You're going to find out why they really don't want you to go to Mexico. You ever thought about it? If Texas was a part of Mexico, why Mexico fucked up and can't grow shit, and Texas is supposed to have all this other shit? You don't think Mexico got all too? Shit. You know. So these are El Cristo Negro, Los Espíritus Intranquilos, Santísima Muerte, San Simón, El Cristo Rey, Madre de la Luna. Where you say it was at? In San Antonio?
El Paso.
El Paso. Ain't that a bitch? My daddy's buried in El Paso.
Right there by I-10.
Ain't that a bitch?
But it sits right there by the Mexican border of I-10.
Damn. El Cristo Rey, Madre de la Luna, Madre de Agua, La Santísima Piedra Iman, Francisco de la Siete Reyes, Mama Shola.
That Piatra, is that
What?
A at the end?
Which one?
The third to the bottom.
Piedra. Santísima Piedra Iman.
Pietra, how do you spell Pietra?
P-E, let's see, P-E-A, I left out the A. Piedra Iman. Yeah. Now these are the dark side ones. The Palo Marte, which is this book on Palo, they're going to give you the ones equivalent to the Yoruba, which is still cool. It's still a variation of the same thing. I just need to give you these. You know, these are the other night side, the older night side. Now, what had happened with these was I did a ritual to their master now, or their champion, their Heru, which I'm getting ready to give you in a few minutes, the other names. And when I did the ritual, these that was on my living room floor in the black background started to fade within 2 months of doing the rituals. And this was on, the black background was on my floor for, these are their signatures of their veves, was on my floor from 2000 up until they started to fade from October to November. And I was wondering what was going on, and then I realized that what had happened, the ritual was saying that they were sending me a signal that they were rising to the light, or they were becoming glorified spirits. You see what I'm saying? They becoming glorified spirits. Yeah, what's that?
You say they were on your floor. In what form?
They were on my floor as far as these signatures was on my floor. Then they start to fade. And they were actually fading their own signatures. Each one of these was fading their signatures in to say that we're rising to power. So we're no longer just an underworld entity. We are the new paradigm. You see what I'm saying? And the other ones that you have, you see what I'm saying, are dying. So now the feminine ones of Europe are in here. Oshun, Yemenya, Oya, and Luna, Madre de la Luna, who would that be? What would be the moon in Europe? Yemunya would be, okay, Yemunya, and Madre de Agua would be Olakun. So, let's see here. Oshun is Mama Shola. Madre de la Luna would be Yemunya. Madre de Agua would be Olakun. And San Chisima Muerte would be Oya. So the feminine ones are here. You see, for you people in the Europe are thinking you leaving these hoes behind, they's here. They bees here. You know, now fuck the males. Especially these folk, Obatala, Shango, Oshun, and Legba. Now, they're cool if you are in the order of Yoruba and you sacrificing to them and you still accept them as your head. But fuck around and say, I'm trying to come into my godhood and see won't these motherfuckers be fucking with you. Now, what's that, huh?
No, it's one thing I experienced about Shango. When I researched about it, is that at one point in time, a lot of the Orishas, not the main one, but a lot of the Orishas, it's over 1700.
Yeah.
A lot of the Orishas at one point in time were actually like kings, and Shango at one point in time was supposed to be a king.
Yeah, right.
Transcended there, hung himself because of some political injustice that was going on, and so it's like a lot of times when I've dealt with the Orishas or whatnot, just coming into learning about it, is that it's very like it's almost like they're very personal in the sense of attitude wise.
Well, all spirits are like that. These motherfuckers personal here. This motherfucker here came and Santissima Muerte, she came and fucked me one night. And then I was like, oh shit, I done hooked on some shit right here. Come on back tomorrow night. She was like, I don't take a motherfucker telling me what to do. I was like, God damn, now you got a damn attitude. You know, I get a spirit motherfucker just get some issues going down.
You were talking about a leg wine, like when you said you almost died or whatnot.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing, and I'll go into that in a few minutes, but what we're talking about here is the feminine ones are always. Now, Zarabanda now, remember, is the gateway. Now, the thing about it here is what makes these more powerful is because they are fused in with pre-Columbian entities. Aztec, Inca, and basically originally Olmec. So what you got here is, you got Congo, Africa, which is equator. And you got pre-Columbian entities, which is Olmec, which is this side of the Western Hemisphere, which is also a form of that Atlantean energy. So you got both sides mixed in. You see. And they're very powerful. You see what I'm saying? A very powerful entities and stuff like that. So, these are the ones that you call on that is turned into advanced entities. Now, these turned into 11 other entities with 11 new names. But you don't need to do nothing to call out the old names because I can't get the new names out because the simple fact, the tapes go to Washington, D.C. soon as some motherfuckers buy them. And the damn powers that be is waiting on the new names of the 11. But the only thing you need to know is these here names are still powerful because they're transformed. So they still work in the same manner. I just can't give out the new names of the 11 because DC is waiting on it, the secret societies. And then basically what happens is some motherfucker buys my shit and sends it. That's what they do. It's not just me. That's a policy that they go around to all the conscious movements. They got infiltrators and all of that. And they ship shit off to their fucking superiors. So I'm not going to give them 11, but I'm going to give you the 10 of the ones that's already activated. Which is just as powerful because There's 21 in all. There's 21 in all. Okay?
Which one is the lavado?
No, that's coming. I ain't got to that yet. There's 21 in all. I'm going to give you the 10 that came and set up themselves from 2001 to May 2002. Already active. Already put out there, already on the tapes. Then there's 11 more came in June, which is equivalent to these that transform themselves into this alchemical thing. But I can't get them out because of the simple fact they go into fucking D.C. and England if I get the shits out. But I will give them 10 of the new names and let them try to kill themselves by fucking with this goddamn shit. But I'm sure of the other names, they can fuck around and get fucked up by even invoking these motherfuckers. We'll let them handle that. These 10 will do. But the 10, by no means, is anything less than the other 11. They just, because it's 22 in all, I'm just going to have to half them up and give the ones that's already on the doggone tape. And on the tapes. And those are the ones that we deal with now. So, we deal with now, you know. So, you got that. So, let's start with those. The master of those is lavado. That is the harvest. That's a combination of El Cristo Rey, El Cristo Negro, and probably Santissimo Muerte, because it's a feminine aspect of it there. But lavado. Okay, lavado, that's the one. Bloqueo. Well, lavado basically is a Horus figure. Bloqueo, that's a feminine entity. You know, hot mama. Hot mama, just like this motherfucker right here. Hot mama. Hot mama. Now, according to Madre de Agua, is it, they say fucking with her you can get any man you want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sisters should try that shit as a joke. But y'all too goddamn purified, old mammy-pammy ass Puritans and Mennonites and Calvinists, Baptists and shit like that. So y'all don't want to do the goddamn promiscuous shit. You know what I'm saying? The white man convince y'all not to shake your booty. Because I know it's Madre de Agua. So hold on, I'm going to tell you which one. The spirit of Madre de Agua is the most powerful spirit in the tradition of Palo Manombe. The mistress of Madre de Agua is received in a ceremony inside of traditional Santra Sofra, whatever that is. The powerful Madre de Agua is known in the Palo Manombe, possesses the strong secrets of love, money, and magic. Many poleros, which is the priest of Palo, say that with Madre de Agua, you can have any one you desire as a lover. So you brothers can get down with her too and see what you can do about some stuff. You know, some of you all that need help about that. You know, in this day and age, you know, you really got to goddamn go to and do some inventory. You motherfucker right now can't get no women. You need to really goddamn go to a psychiatrist. Because the ugly motherfuckers is figure this shit out. There ain't no niggas out here. So y'all need, you know, Madre de Agua is also works as in the powers of magic. In the powers of magic. So I'll give you the magic thing you need to make her work. Madre de Agua consists of 7 multicolored beads, 2 clear beads, 1 coral bead, and 3 blue beads. So 7 multicolored beads, 2 clear beads, 1 coral bead, and 3 blue beads. And work with Madre de Agua, Mother of the Water.
What book is that?
This is the Parliament on Bay, the ones that's the dark side one that's out of print, but I just gave you the, what you call it. But they got Madre de Agua in the book of Paulo here too, as Ola Kun. You see, so they say she's the one with the love thing.
Hey, Mom,
Huh?
you say money too.
Money and magic, yeah. Okay, Labrador, Locayo, Cacumbo. Cacumbo, Otincha, T, H, Shayola. Let's see, hold up. Shayola, let's see. S-H. I was wondering what was wrong. That didn't look right. Shayola. Otincha T-H Shayola. Omogumu. These are the new ones. Or should I write it in the middle of the board? Erase that. No, I got it. Omogumu. Shumala. S-H-U-M. Let's see. S-H-U-M-A-L-A. Shumala. Lavado. Locayo, Cacumbo, Otincha T-H, Shayola, Omagumu, Shumala. Shumala, you all got this, so. Let's see. Shumala, Alcala, I mean, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. Let's see, it's a 10, 11, let's see. 9, Alcala, and this other one that came the other day, which was one of the last ones. Let's see if I can find this damn thing. I had to write it down in a hurry. See if I can, y'all bear with me. Yeah, this is the last one. This one came 3 weeks ago. Okay, let's see if we can explain what these are. Owalinsu. Labrador, a form of Horus, a dragon, a dual nature entity, which is a Christ entity, head of the wall front. Zarabanda is the gateway. Locayo, sexual entity, and an entity of magic. Cacumbo, sexual entity male. The Locayo is a sexual entity female. Cacumbo, sexual entity male. Lean, mean, fucking machine. You see what I'm saying? You know. Among us, he's about getting that booty. Otincha, fire. She's about burning down shit. Okay. Shayola, I'm going to go to TH in a minute. Shayola, a great mother figure, like the great mother. So, let's see here. So that means that TH here would be, let's see, great mother would be water, fire. So TH would have to be air, storm, like an oil. So she would be like forces of nature. Shuma, Omagumu, let me write you down. Omogumu, a general of an army of 10,000 legions. This is the motherfucker you want to call on when you want to clear some bullshit out your path. Call on Omogumu and tell him to get his army on it. This shit works. He had niggas running for the hills. Shumala, another warrior that's in the army of fighting with Omogumu. Shumala. Those are your two warriors. He's the general, 10,000 legion. Shumala. You know the good part about this shit, the sisters come up with this goddamn shit. And then we call on, one sister come up with it, we call the West Coast, the other sister come up with the same thing and start, they talking on the West Coast with this sister, they talking on the East Coast with this sister, and then a sister in the middle of the goddamn country taps into them and they get the same goddamn thing. 3 sisters talking the same shit, and Bobby Hemmitt ain't got nothing to do with it. And the sisters talking shit. So y'all talk shit about them. Alcala, her name in itself means vital force, real powerful substance. That's her thing. She is over powerful substance. In this particular case, Kalas mean vaginal secretions. So that would also make her a lunar deity. And Owalinsu, she's the voice of the deep. She's the oracle of Olokun. So she is a female equivalent to Zarabanda. But she's the voice of Olokun, the voice of the deep water, Owalinsu. So those are the 10 new ones that these damn crackers don't have in none of their books. You see. And they fucked up because they've been looking for this shit for 90 damn years and the shit came to the ghetto. Who would ever know? The shit would come to us. You see. Would come to us. Labadolo, Ko, Kakumbo, Tiacha, Oticha, Sheola, Omogumu, Shumala, Alcala, and Owalinsu. There's one more deity to make up 22 genies, but they said that it was first 20. They said up 2 will come when they want to come. So there's one more that'll make up the whole thing. But then there's 11 more that came in June and stuff like that. Yeah. What's the, you was first, yeah.
Which one did you say was the equivalent of AO?
What?
AO, the water.
The water, oil.
Oil.
Which one was equivalent to? Probably Sheola, because she's a great mother. Probably Sheola. What's that, brother?
Which one would you equate for protection? To warriors?
You can, but yeah, I would call on see the good part about Omogumu, you could call on him because he got 10,000 of legions. And he could send any sort of black motherfuckers out there to help you. So he got 10,000 swarms. Now don't bullshit you not. You can get the damn, to understand what I'm talking about here, you can get the Goetia, which is the actual text that's dealing with this, and you can read up on all that stuff, but that's the Goetia, the one by McGregor Mathers and Alistair Crowley. I'll give you the scholarship on it, let you know I ain't inventing something. They got the Goetia to show all the legions and what all these things sit over, but those texts are dead texts. But you still need to get those texts to try to understand how these things here work. So get the Goetia, because this is the actual Goetia right here. Okay? Now, we got that settled.
What's that compost attribute again?
He's the big dick. Locale's the big pussy. That's just straight up. I say they're coming from the ghetto, didn't I? All right. You think they're going to come at us? Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see the woman on top with Penelope Cruz?
I saw it. I saw parts of it.
Yeah, when her husband cursed Oya.
He cursed Oya. Yeah, I saw that part. It had to go. Yeah,
Yeah, his fishing fleet dried.
dried up. Yeah, I saw that part. Yeah, he cursed Oya. Yeah, woman on top, Penelope Cruz. Yeah, I saw that part. You know, I think I recorded it, but I did see that particular part, and I knew that part where he cursed Oya. Yeah, you know, yeah. But like you said, now you telling me, now that's interesting because my father is buried in El Paso, and they got a big ass statue of El Cristo Rey. That's Amen Ra. Well, naturally, you know, but you know, we don't trip.
But they even have it on the news every year how people come from all across the nation and they make pilgrimages up to the top. Some of them do miracles.
Well, y'all need to come and be doing these Apollo shits up there. Take a pilgrimage. Go up there and do some magic. What's that, brother?
So as far as it's not necessarily an offering that we like do to, like get them on our side, like you were talking about.
You can do one thing. You can build. I want you to build an altar for Labrador because he's the active force. That's like the Heru figure. But you can. But I want you to. You can. What you can do. You can build an altar to 3 sisters, or you can build an altar to all the rest of them. You see what I'm saying? You know, yeah.
But they basically don't need feeding like the Alicia's, like with blood.
No, that's not necessarily what rum. You can feed them a little food or something. You don't have to do no blood sacrifice if you don't want to. Rum. You know, the 3 sisters mixing both the elixirs together. Windsor Canadian whiskey and Gordon's London Dry Gin. Windsor Canadian whiskey and Gordon's London Dry Gin. Mix it together half and half, and that's called the 3 sisters and stuff like that. That will suffice. You know. Then there's one for El Cristo Negro. That is a form of. I gave you the other one out last year. El Cristo Negro came, and that is Windsor Canadian whiskey, R&R, rich and rare Canadian whiskey, and any white rum, Tastelio white rum, Ron Rico white rum, any white rum you get. And that's El Cristo Negro. You mix those up as an elixir if you want to invoke those particular things. So one is 3 sisters, which is female, and one is masculine, El Cristo Negro, but all of them do the same thing. Okay. What time is it?
9:10.
Okay. Let's get to the order of the day on what all this stuff is coming down to be, so that you understand where we are at this particular time. Let's get to what this whole shit is going on. First of all, I want to say this put this in the record, that they had to kill Jam Master Jay. That was a ritual. Now remember now, rap came out. The first one was, people don't know, King Tim III and the Fatback Band was the first rap one. And then a month later, Rappers Delight came out with the Sugar Hill Gang. But rap was still a side item until 1984 when Run DMC sold 100 million copies. You know, went triple platinum or whatever. And that catapulted rap as a major thing. It was never done that, it was popular, but it was never on that level until Run DMC. But the music man behind that was Jam Master Jay. The other one lost his voice. The other one turned Christian. Jam Master Jay was still in the studio. So they had to take him out. They always go after the music. The movie, the book, Conspiracy Against Rock. Drop all that in there. Alex something. I can't think of his last name. Alex, it'll come to me. But anyway, Conspiracy Against Rock. So they had to take him out. They took Roger Troutman out because he had that distinct sound that nobody was able to duplicate. And until recently. Now, what's the name is picking up the reins, and he got that shit, Teddy Riley. He got that shit. I said, good, goddammit, that voice Dakota. Teddy Riley got what his black, what's that? What's the name of that group on? It's still Black Street, yeah. He got that shit. I said, hey, he taking on that shit. One down, another one pops up. So he got that voice Dakota. That's that funk thing. But what's the name had that shit, Roger Troutman. So they kill your boy Jam Master Jay.
So Leah was a sacrifice too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
Relating to the movie and how they like the spirit.
Well, yeah, definitely. That was one. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Now we know that. Bruce Willis movie is coming out. What's the name of that movie? Tears of the Sun. He's fighting the Nigerians now. So just like Black Hawk Down, they telling you that's their next goal, to go up into Nigeria and take that land over, because they can't survive now without that light oil, the most expensive oil on the planet.
Sweet oil.
And all. So they got to go back up in there and all this kind of shit here. And so they give you the movie to program you, so when they go back up in there, you won't ask the question, what is the white man doing up in Africa? You see. So they got Bruce Willis to do the shit. Now he's the new savior fighting against Africa. Everything is the damn Illuminati. All right. Try to understand what's going on here, because this is the key. Now this is very important, so pay close attention. Now, the Mahabharata text out of India talks about how every time the gods needed a sacrifice, they would put on a war down here. Now, to try to understand what's going on and what's the reason behind the way why in the Yoruba they have to in voodoo they got to sacrifice all them chickens and goats and stuff. It is the blood from the chickens and the goats and stuff, and the essence behind the chickens and the goats, which is a form of melanin that's in the animals that Legbar and all those feed on, and thus grant wishes for you. You see what I'm saying? Now that's how that goes. It is the melanin of the Sama. You see, Sama is not only a king, but it is what a man must have to become king. That's melanin. You see. Now, so these great sacrifices are done to enhance the gods. So, the government knows that their time is up in the story. These new motherfuckers is rising. So they got to go in and sacrifice stuff in a war so that they can feed these entities that's already dead. Too late, the motherfuckers is finished. But listen to how this stood. This is how it goes. In 1990, they went to Rwanda. Now, let me see, here's a book. This book here, he will make mention of it in this book here. Alan Danalou's book on the side of the tree that I've been talking about all day. They're trying to revive it. They want an extension. They want an extension. They want to go beyond this matrix being torn down. So they want an extension. So they want to feed the dayside gods of the Sephiroth. Now, not all of the male entities of Yoruba are necessarily ones that need feeding. But those four, Shingo, Ogun, Obatala, and Legba. Now don't get me wrong, the white boys don't fuck with shit that don't work, so they're not into no outmoded Jesus Christ bullshit. They're into this African shit. You see. You know, don't let nobody fool you. You the only motherfucker that'll deal with some shit that don't work for 440 years and make an excuse out of it. But for the white boy, if that shit don't work, they throw that shit away. Nobody never said they was goddamn stupid. You see what I'm saying? You going to work for them, so let's cut this dumb shit out.
Could you name those four again, please?
Legba, Shango, Ogun, and Obatala. Now, they need to sacrifice. The Mahabharata